conditions. Our safe, clean offices are located throughout the valley. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and make sure to get proper treatment at Boz Allergy today.
KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. This is the city, and you can see all the smoke. Our air quality is definitely worse out there because we're seeing some areas of smoke coming in all the way in from Northern California. That air quality is anywhere from unhealthy for sensitive groups to unhealthy for everyone. The air quality warning that remains in effect, and that's until tomorrow at least. And I'm thinking it might get extended. Temperatures were very cool as a result from all the shade from that smoke, so you can expect a couple more smoky days before some clearing this weekend, and that's when the heat starts to return next week. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KSEE 24 News at 5 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 5.
He's among the top Republican contenders in the recall election. Kevin Faulconer makes a campaign stop here in the Valley. Why he thinks he should be California's next governor.
Also, two Central Valley powerhouses, Valley Children's Hospital and Fresno State, join forces for a multi-year, multi-million-dollar partnership that includes the naming rights to Bulldog Stadium. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balakian.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. He's one of the top Republican contenders in the recall election of Governor Newsom. Kevin Faulconer in the Valley today, making a campaign stop in Fresno this morning. Our Adrian Thomas was at that stop and joins us now in the studio with the recap. Adrian.
Stopped by a local business today to make his case to Central Valley voters. The former San Diego mayor also used this as an opportunity to continue his attacks on another recall candidate. Today, Kevin Faulconer made another campaign stop in Fresno, this time with the California high-speed rail construction in the background. Faulconer saying he wants to scale back this project to invest in water infrastructure.
Instead of building trains to nowhere, we will build additional reservoirs.
In the state's most recent budget, Governor Gavin Newsom has outlined a $5.1 billion water and drought resiliency plan. It includes repairs in canals and investments in water recycling and groundwater projects. Fresno resident Alex Albianco says he's voting to recall Governor Newsom, but is undecided on which Republican candidate he'll vote for. He says he was impressed by Faulconer's commitment to Central Valley farmers.
They can't get their water. He says he will build some facilities. That's good. Shows that he's looking at what's pretty important.
Faulconer also generated headlines this week when he called out fellow Republican and candidate Larry Elder on his past comments regarding women's intelligence. Faulconer continuing to call out Elder in Fresno.
I'm going to stand up for working women in the workplace. Those views that we've seen from Mr. Elder are wrong. I'm going to ensure that California's daughters have the same opportunities as California sons.
Shows Elder the favorite among Republican voters, but Elder has yet to face Faulconer or other candidates on the debate stage. For now, live in studio, Adrian Thomas, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Thanks, Adrian. And tonight, Inside California Politics is hosting a recall debate. Many of the top contenders are participating, including Faulconer, but Elder is not participating. You can watch the debate right here on KSEE 24 at 7 p.m.
Nearly 2 weeks after the Old Navy in River Park was robbed, Fresno police have tracked down 2 of the suspects, but a third remains at large. Back on August 6th, police say the driver of the getaway car fired 1 shot at a security officer. One suspect, Taylor McBurney, was taken into custody last week. Richard Franco was arrested last night after police pulled over a suspicious Maldonado. Also happening now, the city council is deciding whether or not Club One Casino will be allowed to relocate to Granite Park. The city council currently in a meeting and has yet to vote, but that is expected to happen soon. Owner Kyle Kirkland tells us after 25 years, his business has outgrown the downtown building. He's already poured in around $500,000 inside the old nightclub, Club Imperio, near Granite Park.
That our building was so outdated, not as energy efficient. We felt like it was limiting our growth.
And Kirkland also says if the move is approved, he could bring back half of his employees and be partially open in a few weeks. We're going to have an update at 6 o'clock.
Fresno State is debuting a new partnership. The university is joining forces with Valley Children's Hospital, and renaming Bulldog Stadium is part of that deal. Natalie Vera has the story.
It's a truly historical event. It brings two iconic institutions together.
On Thursday, Fresno State announced a 10-year partnership with Valley Children's Hospital. The agreement includes the naming rights of Bulldog Stadium, as well as opportunities to enhance the facility.
It's a great day for the university in its entirety, and yes, in particular for athletics.
The California State University Board of Trustees will have to approve the new name. It will be announced next spring.
Athletics will be at the cornerstone of all of this. It means that our athletes will be able to receive health care from Children's Hospital as well. And it means that athletics will be in partnership as well with Children's Hospital.
The football team is always coming by our place to visit kids. The other teams, whether it's baseball or basketball, tennis, I mean, the list goes on.
The deal also provides $10 million in funds for scholarships, collaborations for student athletes, youth programs, and opportunities for students pursuing degrees in healthcare. Former NFL player and Fresno State alum David Carr played a key role in the partnership.
Both David and I have a strong connection with Valley Children's for their life-saving care.
As a football player, as a student athlete, or just as a student in general, or just a human being, to take time and visit a place like Valley Children's Hospital, and you just get a completely different perspective on your life.
While in college, Derek visited the Children's Hospital to interact with patients. Years later, his son underwent life-saving surgery at the Madera campus.
We know that when our youth are well, they do have a greater chance at success, including pursuing the dream of a higher education.
It shows amazing investment in our community, not just for right now, the present, but for generations to come.
In Fresno, Natalie Vera, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
In Community Matters, another neighborhood blitz cleanup event is underway in Fresno. It's taking place through Saturday in the area of Fresno High School and Fresno City College. Today, workers trimmed trees, repaired sidewalks, and replaced street signs. Tomorrow, graffiti removal will take place. And then on Saturday, volunteers will meet at Lot K at Fresno City College for a neighborhood cleanup from 8 a.m. until 10. It's all part of Mayor Dyer's Beautify Fresno project.
Today, the pride of Mission Oak High School in Tulare coming home for an Olympic-size rally. That's because Olympic silver medalist, there he is, Richard Torres Jr. returning to his high school roots after his impressive run in Tokyo inside the ring. Torres Jr. is a graduate of the school. The boxer says he's proud to bring Olympic success back to Tulare.
I'm from a small farm town in the Central Valley. You know, not many people heard of it, and we went on the biggest stage, and we were able to say that, you know, Richard Torres from the Central Valley. You know, it wasn't just Richard Torres, but from the Central Valley. And I just hope I'm making a platform for the Central Valley.
Then on Saturday, the city of Tulare is celebrating Torres for his silver medal. There will be a motorcade from the Tulare Athletic Boxing Club all the way to Bob Mathias Stadium at 6:30. He looks ready for another match.
He does.
Yeah,
he looks great.
Coming up here at 5, she didn't compete in the Olympics, but she helped someone else to a gold medal.
The reward being offered to an Olympic staffer who took care of a lost athlete a little bit later in the show.
Your other headlines for tonight: the air quality warning continues and temperatures remain close to average later on this week. Today was pretty cool, actually, and the skies are going to clear some this weekend. That will give an opportunity for the heat to return. In your 4-day allergy forecast, brought to you by Boz Allergy. They'll be getting into the very high range this weekend and early next week. Ragweed and juniper, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as KSEE 24 News continues.
There are great stories in education across the valley.
Stories of standout students and teachers, innovative programs and curriculums.
All dedicated to improving our valley through education.
The Office of the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and KSEE 24 are committed to telling these stories.
Featuring educational excellence in our community.
Education Matters, Mondays at 6:30 on KSEE 24. Local news that matters.
Made possible by EECU, Fresno State, and Chevron.
Let's go. And good evening from New Orleans. There is breaking news. There you go.
What's at stake in the September 14th recall? It's a matter of life and death. With Delta surging, Gavin Newsom is protecting California, requiring vaccination for health workers and school employees. The top Republican candidate? He peddled deadly conspiracy theories and would eliminate vaccine mandates and our recovery. Stop the spread. Return your ballot or vote in person by September 14th. Protect California by voting no on the Republican recall.
In-person classes are back at Fresno Pacific University. Earn your degree, certificate, or credential. Campuses in Bakersfield, Visalia, Fresno, and Merced, with online options still available. Join our alumni impacting the Central Valley in industries like healthcare, business, education, and ministry. Your commute can be a part of our community, and we've never been more excited. Fresno Pacific University. Possible happens here.
Do you have chronic joint pain? Don't want surgery? Wanted stem cell treatment, but it's too expensive? Dr. Green has a treatment similar to stem cell treatment that's covered by your insurance. Set up a consultation with Dr. Green, either online or in person, to discuss the treatment and how the insurance covers it. Call 559-234-3070 or online at greensmc.com. Finally, get the pain relief you deserve today.
By T-Mobile, we don't think you should pay extra for unlimited 5G. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Ditch Boost and Cricket and save half when you switch. Just $25 a month for one line of unlimited smartphone data with 5G access. Samsung Galaxy 5G with trade-in. All on the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with the big 5G upgrade. Only at Metro.
The Solar Forecast is sponsored by Renewable Solar. Exceptional people, exceptional performance.
Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
You're going to watch the screen for a moment because we're going to first talk about the air quality. It's obvious. The air quality warning remains in effect until Friday morning, tomorrow morning officially, and we'll see whether or not it gets extended, and it certainly could. Here's a look at our live valley cam. So you can see the cars in the street moving right there, but you can see how bad the visibility is because of the air quality. Keep watching your screen. The next thing I'm going to show you is a picture taken from the same camera, the same angle, 1 year ago today. Not much difference because we were dealing with a fire that was up around the Bay Area and it was pushing a lot of smoke our direction. It's the same situation that we're dealing with right now, but that smoke is coming from a new wildfire in extreme Northern California. 84 currently, same in Visalia and Hanford, 82 in Madera. And the reason why we're so cool is because we're seeing shade from the smoke. That's the main reason. A little bit of a breeze coming out of the Bay Area, giving us a slight cool down. We were expecting it to be closer to the 90s and 13-mile-per-hour winds in Fresno. Radar screen clear. Skies above don't have any clouds in them, but they got plenty of smoke, and that's what's coming our way. You can see that that smoke is still there. That low is moving off away from Northern California, but still the flow coming from the north, and it's all, not just the San Joaquin Valley, but the Sacramento Valley and everything in between. Futurecast that just keeps track of the clouds doesn't give us a single one. So everything that blocks the sun is entirely smoke. And in fact, you probably noticed some ash falling out of the sky for the last several hours today. But it looks like tomorrow we'll end up seeing some relatively clear skies. But as far as the smoke is concerned, we're still going to be in the moderate range. The worst of it's still in Northern California, but we'll still have a steady supply. Watch the clock into Friday and then into Saturday. We're going to see a little bit of improvement with our smoke, at least in our neck of the woods, which is good news for us. And clearing skies will open the door for some warming temperatures. And we'll see how that plays out this weekend and early next week. Tonight, 61 in Tulare, 59 in Corcoran, Lemoore 60, 62 and 5 points. 60 in Madera, 61 for Oakhurst, Chowchilla 59, 61 in Merced, and 61 for Los Banos. High temperatures of 93 in Los Banos, Dos Palos 95, 91 even in Mariposa and in Oakhurst. San Joaquin 97, 96 in Selma, 89 in Squaw Valley, Visalia and Tulare 96, 94 in Porterville, same for Delano. And our air quality, do you even want to look? Unhealthy for sensitive groups. I think that might be lowballing it just a little bit. Your renewable solar forecast, very low, well, lower on Friday with smoke, but with clearing skies this weekend, our numbers start to increase on the power generation scale. So tonight you can expect obviously smoke and haze still with us. 68 will be the overnight low. Winds out of the northwest about 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow about the same on the wind and a little bit warmer, 95, but that depends on some clearing. So you have to take this with a grain of salt because if we have a lot of smoke, it'll keep us cooler, much the same way it did today. Clearing skies this weekend will keep us in the 90s. We're going to get a little bit hotter with more sunshine early next week, and then triple digits return. I know we didn't want to talk about that, but 100 expected on Tuesday, and we'll keep trending upward through Thursday, which takes us to number 61. Your regional forecast is available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. I got a lot of pictures of the Fresno skyline from last year. If you remember how smoke was showing up then, I got a lot of those types of pictures.
Yeah, it was cool today, but that smoke.
The smoke was, it was shade. Yeah.
Well, at least it felt a little bit better.
Right. AJ, thank you.
You bet.
All right, still to come, a portion of the nation's capital on lockdown today.
A bomb threat on Capitol Hill led to evacuations and a 5-hour standoff.
A decision that will determine the fate of California for the next year. Nikki Lorenzo and Frank Buckley ask the tough questions on the issues that matter to you. Inside California Politics, the governor recall debate brought to you live and commercial-free tonight at 7 p.m. only on KSEE 24. KSEE 24 has your Chargers football with quarterback sensation Justin Herbert, Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's preseason football, 49ers at Chargers, Sunday at 4:30 here on KSEE 24.
In agribusiness, one of the biggest expenses in your operation is electricity. And the utilities will only continue to make business more costly to operate. Isn't it time you took your power back? With renewable solar, it's more than just about saving money. It's about making your life better. Because you've worked hard for what you've earned. Let us work hard to help you keep it. Renewable solar. Exceptional people, exceptional performance.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Thanks, I'm here for a great deal.
Great deals are kind of our thing. You can save on the 2021s while they last, like Camry, Venza, Corolla.
Watching them come and go is really getting to my neck.
Occupational hazard this time of year. Gotta keep it loose.
Right now, get up to $1,000 cash back on the fun-to-drive Camry and Corolla. Or lease a Corolla for just $219 per month.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Mayor Kevin Faulconer. Only one candidate for governor cut homes off sidewalks. Only one stopped riots and fought crime, making his city the safest big city in America. Only one candidate balanced budgets without raising taxes and is planning the largest middle-class tax cut in California history. Only one candidate can take on Gavin Newsom and win. San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Educational Employees Credit Union.
Portions of Capitol Hill evacuated today after police encountered a man in a pickup who claimed to have a bomb. Law enforcement officials say the man said he had a propane tank in the cab of his truck, which was parked on the sidewalk just outside the Library of Congress. The library, the Supreme Court, and several Capitol office buildings were evacuated.
The driver of the truck told the responding officer on the scene that he had a bomb and what the officer said appeared to be a detonator in the man's hand.
The suspect surrendered after hours of negotiation, and investigators say the suspect, a 49-year-old man from North Carolina, was reportedly broadcasting live on Facebook and streaming a litany of anti-government statements. Now to the latest in Afghanistan. The State Department says there are thousands of people currently at the airport in Afghanistan waiting to be airlifted out.
This as reports of congestion around the airport continue to cause concern. Officials say things are running efficiently and additional Consular officers are on the ground to help facilitate evacuations. The State Department has sent more messages urging U.S. citizens and green card holders to come to the airport. The Pentagon says it's still working toward its goal of evacuating up to 9,000 people a day.
Coming up next, we're going to jump on a train and ride the rails in the foothills.
A look at why the Sugar Pine Railroad is such a popular destination next.
Allard's Art is your local source for all of your drawing and painting needs, from blank canvas to professional framing, plus the Valley's largest assortment of fine pens. Allard's Art on Blackstone and Barstow.
For more information on this business, go to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Central Valley Local.
We just got out of an election year, so obviously there was a lot of, it seemed like fighting that was going on the news.
The information that we receive from other news outlets tend to be somewhat one-sided.
Honestly, don't care about anybody else's opinions when I watch the news. I just want to hear the news.
Every time that you watch News Nation, there's always more information for you to gain.
When I'm watching News Nation, I feel like they're not trying to skew me one way or the other. They're giving me the facts, and from there I can make my own opinion.
Who's to say we're not all champions? Each and every one of us. We've embraced challenges, made it through trials, endured, and we came out stronger. So here's to the community that keeps us inspired for all the victories to come.
I literally grew up in the car business. Watching my dad every day taught me the right and honest way to satisfy customer needs.
I'm proud to be a part of our family-run business. It really does make a difference in how our customers are treated.
Get no payments for 90 days and 0% financing for 72 months on select models during the Make This the Summer event going on now. Family owned and operated Fresno, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat.
You know, another commercial, the candidate walks around while a voice tells you how great he or she is. Well, I can talk. The reason to recall Newsom is more than his gas tax hike. It's his incompetence, costing the state tens of billions, including fraud and corruption. His policies enable bad schools, high crime, more poverty. The poor get government aid, the rich don't need it. And the middle class is leaving. I'm Larry Elder. This is a fight for the soul of California.
Recall Newsom. Elect Elder.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Pesky leaks? Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal Spray, of course. Seals out water, air, and moisture, indoors and out. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth. Available in spray, liquid, and tape.
Enjoying the beauty and the history of the Sierra while riding the rails.
In this week's Destination California, our Ruben Contreras hops onto the Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad.
Hi folks, good morning and welcome to the Sugar Pine Railroad.
That's the greeting you'll hear as soon as you pull off of Highway 41 south of Yosemite. You'll leave the roadway behind and jump on the rails of the Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad.
This is a 1-hour steam-powered excursion by usually by the number 10 here, which is an 83.5-ton steam locomotive.
Once you take your logging and railroads that led to this attraction. The scenic ride will show you the beauty of the Sierra National Forest. A stop at Lewis Creek Canyon allows you to enjoy a trail in the high country while the locomotive takes on water.
After a 15-minute stop at Lewis Creek, it's all aboard for the second half of the train ride.
It's crazy just to see the locomotive going up and down the hill with the steam. That was pretty cool.
As the 90-year-old locomotive pulls back into the station, your journey actually continues. You can step into the Thornberry Museum to learn about nature, logging, and of course, trains. Stop by Gold Rush City, where the role is finders keepers when you pan for gold. After that, you can call it a day, just as this pup did. Ruben Contreras, Yosemite, Destination California.
And yes, the Sugar Pine Railroad does allow dogs as long as they're on a leash.
You're encouraged to book your trip online because the train rides sell out fast. You can find on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. They have a great meal up there for you.
Right.
And in between is really fun. They do songs and storytelling. It's really a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to do that.
All right, still to come, an Olympic gold medalist almost missed out on competing in his event.
Thankfully, an Olympic staffer was there to rescue the stranded athlete. Tonight at 6, Valley Children's Hospital in Fresno State agreed to a multi-million-dollar deal that includes naming rights to Bulldog Stadium. And Olympic silver medalist Richard Torres Jr. receives a hero's welcome home from Tokyo.
Is she okay?
We'll take it.
Made in Norway, stressless furniture is custom built and expertly crafted for maximum comfort. Find your perfect seat at the Bone Store, improving the way you walk, move, sit, and sleep.
Make this the summer you taught them what it means to serve. The summer of hauling happiness by the ton and bringing home hardware by the handful, where traditions passed down on the tailgate. And the only thing more powerful than the feeling was the truck that took you to it. Make this the summer of Ram.
Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath. With hundreds of custom designs, it fits your style. With our unique tub-over-tub installation in just a day, it's with quality that's guaranteed for life, it fits your high standards. Why have over 2 million people welcomed Bathfitter into their homes? It just fits. Bathfitter. Call now or visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
United Health Centers of the San Joaquin Valley has been proudly serving residents in Central California since 1971. More than 100,000 patients receive their comprehensive primary health care through conveniently located health centers. United Health Centers is committed to serving everyone with accessible medical, dental, behavioral health, and specialty care with compassion and respect. United Health Centers of the San Joaquin Valley. Wellness for a lifetime.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Carroll's Tire Warehouse.
This is KSEE 24 News at 5.
A big reward for an Olympic staffer who came to the aid of an athlete during the Tokyo Games. A Jamaican hurdler arrived at the wrong venue before his semifinal race. The staffer handed him cash for a taxi to get him to the right place where he landed a gold medal. Now the Jamaican government plans to offer that staffer a week-long all expenses paid trip to Jamaica.
All right.
That is so great.
That is cool.
Yeah, she saved the day.
She did. And what about the taxi driver who managed to get him there?
He should get something too.
The silver medalist is mad.
Yeah, there you go.
He's mad about this situation.
Yeah.
Smoke. Yeah, a lot of smoke. And got a couple more days of it probably before it starts to clear away. 95 for tomorrow. Let's be honest, that's pushing it. If it's as smoky as it was today, it'll end up being cooler than that. We'll feel like changing the number. I'll let you know. But yeah, take that with a grain of salt is what I'm saying.
All right. More at 6. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
The job market's hot and the time is now. Spherion has temp to hire, and full-time jobs available. Bring us your A game and we'll match you up with an opportunity. Spherion places thousands of people each year in terrific jobs. Let's get to work.
What's at stake in the September 14th recall? It's a matter of life and death. With Delta surging, Gavin Newsom is protecting California, requiring vaccination for health workers and school employees. The top Republican candidate, he peddled deadly conspiracy theories and would eliminate vaccine mandates on day one, threatening school closures and our recovery. Stop the spread. Return your ballot or vote in person by September 14th. Protect California by voting no on the Republican recall.
Every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go. The job market's hot and the time is now. Spherion has temp to hire, and full-time jobs available.